Scientists and healthcare professionals have long been warning about the developing danger of antibiotic superbug bacteria. These evolving microorganisms mutate their genetic resistance to antibiotics and then survive to pass the newly developed virulence to the next crop of bacteria. And now researchers in China report on the rise of the plasmids. Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Campbell, reporting on the real threat to humanity. And it is not global warming or an army of jihadists. It is these little packages of DNA encased in bacteria like extremely small Trojan horses. They are plasmids, mobile genetic material that is actually passed between different bacteria through the equivalent of social media in the bacterial world. The DNA causing this havoc is the MCR1 gene. The scientists in China found these newly resistant and lethal bacteria are resistant to colistin, a polymyxin antibiotic that is widely used in livestock production. These little plasmids are messengers that can actually pass between different bacterial populations without respect to party lines. They are nonpartisan. In our medical journal Lancet, two experts from the University of Queensland wrote a frightening commentary, closing the loop between livestock farming and the resultant animal products found in the supermarket, and antibiotic resistance in humans. The link between the use of antibiotics in farming and drug resistance in people is confirmed in a big way. So if it is not frightening enough that terrorists are now in the US and the ice caps are melting, we now have plasmids in China already being exported to the rest of the world. These drug-resistant bacteria have already been discovered in Denmark, Malaysia, and on poultry farms in Germany. The implications of this new discovery are daunting. We are looking at an E. coli bacterial strain responsible for common intestinal and urinary tract infections that may not be curable with our current antibiotic arsenal. It is not coincidental that many countries have used the antibiotic colistin and similar drugs for years to promote animal growth. Some 12,000 tons of antibiotics are fed to animals annually throughout the world. That is enough antibiotics to fill a swimming pool. It is no wonder that bacteria are fighting back, survival of the fittest, and developing novel resistance to our efforts to treat disease and infections in humans. In America, the overwhelming majority of antibiotic consumption annually is by animals. Add the stunning amount of antibiotics that we consume through the foods we eat to the long-held concern in my medical profession about our overprescribing of antibiotic medications for sometimes less than really good reasons, and you have a recipe for serious public health implications. Frankly, we all have our backs against the wall on this very important social, medical, and economic issue. The health of the human race will be degraded if bacteria get the upper hand. And this is not demagoguery. I'm not running for political office. This is a real public health concern that has global implications. In addition to devising new drugs and treatments for infections caused by these Trojan horse plasmid-containing invaders, we must begin to devise and implement a broad set of policies within the medical and agricultural communities worldwide to contain the use of antibiotics. We should all be pleased with the recent Paris Accord on climate change and the growing United States awareness of the need to address the threat of terrorism at home and abroad. But we cannot let our guard down and put our heads in the sand as the worldwide population of disease and death-causing bacteria gain a foothold against our available arsenal of antibiotics. Thank you, Dr. Dave Campbell.